I'm starting a Pokemon business in 2025. Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? I don't know. Let's find out together, maybe over the next however long this video is. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jeff. I'm with Shockwave TCG. It's a company I just started out of my home here in St. Louis, Missouri. And I'm going to start selling Pokemon cards in my online store and probably on Instagram or TikTok or whatnot if I can figure out that crazy ecosystem and just see where it goes from there. I'm 35 years old. I'm just a normal dude with a regular 9 to 5. And I wanted to start a side hustle after I got inspired by some stuff I've seen online recently. And I've always loved trading card games. I was a Magic nerd in high school. I played Magic the Gathering for many, many years. My collection has kind of dwindled down, but I'll show you what I've got, I guess, left over from my Magic collection for the last 20 years. It's not much compared to what I used to have. I've got some singles in the white boxes right there that I'm gonna be selling on TCG Player. So I've got to get the rest of those listed too. But basically the purpose of this video was to just like put myself out there and show people that I've got a website up and running now, and just kind of like lay my game plan, if you will, out on the table and just kind of talk about whatever, like the state of the market for Pokemon, for trading card games in general. I'm going to show you how much I've invested into my business so far. I'm going to show you the little bit of inventory that I've got so far. And hopefully if anybody sees this and wants to give me a shot, then I can sell them some stuff. I don't have much, but I do have some Terastal Festival right there. Oh, over my right shoulder. That's a box of Terastal Festival straight from Japan. I just got it today, which is why I'm making this video, because I finally got the case in from Japan. I was super excited about it. I was worried that I might get scammed or it might get lost in the crazy holiday traffic, but it actually showed up, and that's awesome. Took a pretty big risk. Terastal Festival is not cheap right now, so it might be a little bit more of a risk than I probably should have taken, but hey, I want to be in the game. Terastal Festival is huge right now. We've got Prismatic coming up, you know, first part of the year for English. So it's going to be nuts. Anyway, yeah, why TCG in general, or why Pokemon? I've always loved TCGs, CCGs. I guess this year I can say this is a pretty easy segue. I started playing Warforged, which is a Warhammer 40K digital trading card game on Steam. And I got absolutely sucked into that because I was already getting into Warhammer 40K in general, and I just love 40K now. And I found out that they were coming out with this trading card game, digital online trading card game, and I have put like a stupid amount of hours into it on Steam and on mobile. I've got more hours on it on mobile, but I don't think there's a way to like track the hours on mobile. If anybody plays and they know how to do that, I can actually look at how many hours I've got on there. But it's a lot, like way more than I probably should have or want to admit. I played it pretty hardcore over the last year. Like all 2024, I've played it to ranked. You know, I got to the highest level of rank, which is legendary. Started stacking up my legendary points, and yeah, it just kind of reignited my, you know, inherent love of trading card games, and you know, kind of got me inspired to, you know, go back and look at Magic the Gathering and look at Pokemon and see what's going on in these spaces now here in 2024. And man, when I decided to take a deep dive, I went like super deep. My brain just like locked on and fixated onto that whole world. And yeah, it's been crazy since COVID up till now. The collectibles in general and the trading card game space, CCGs, they are absolutely exploding in popularity right now. Pokemon is going absolutely wild. And I was just inspired, basically, to say, hey, you know, why don't I start a side business? I've seen some people online. Where would I be if I never gave up the hobby? I've always been in and out of it, whether it's Magic or Pokemon. But where would I be if I started a side hustle with it? Where would I be, you know, if I never stopped playing it? And I love Pokemon. I'm 35 years old. I was born in '89. and I grew up in the 90s. So when Pokemon exploded onto the world scene in 98, 99, whenever it was, I was hooked like every other kid my age. I still play. I have yellow version I was just playing the other day, and I have red and blue and all the old ones. I've always loved it. I grew up with it. There's just something about it that's always going to be a part of me, you know, like with everything in life, you get nostalgic for anything, you know, places you used to go when you were a kid, foods you used to eat, toys you used to play with, games you used to play. And it's like Pokemon's that for my generation, I guess the older millennial. So anyway, that part of the rant over with. I guess I'm going to go over some of my statistics, if you will, or what I've invested into the business so far. I have 0 sales. This is like the first video I'm making. This is ground zero, level 1. Just, I've got nothing going on yet. So I'm just going to go over what I've invested so far. All right. So in inventory, I've got $2,537.85. Most of that $2,500 is Terastal, and I've got 2 booster boxes of Surging Sparks. I probably shouldn't have picked the 2 most expensive things right now to buy, but like I said, I got swept away by the hype, and I just wanted to have some on hand. I figured, hey, if I'm going to start a business, if anybody's going to care at all, I might as well buy some of the most popular stuff and see if I can move that. Because if I can't move the popular stuff, then I'm sure as heck not going to be able to move like the more difficult stuff or the less popular stuff. So that's inventory. In business fees, I've got $1,025.71. That's like, you know, I probably went a little bit too hard on business fees, to tell you the truth. I went through LegalZoom, made an LLC. Like, I could have just done a sole proprietorship, but I didn't. And I think part of the reason I didn't is I wanted to hold myself accountable. I wanted to have, before I even bought inventory, I wanted to have skin in the game that like makes me say, hey, you're invested in this. You've got money in it already, and you need to follow through. Because I'm just that type of person where, you know, I need to set a clear goal and I need to have skin in the game, or I'm just going to get distracted by other things or just lose interest or whatever. So anyway, I started, you know, the LLC with LegalZoom. I've got like some compliance documents through them. I bought the friggin' $200 something like fancy leather bound book with my business's name on it and all that craziness that you definitely wouldn't have to do if you're just going to run it as a sole proprietorship or whatever. But I wanted it to be official. I wanted it to feel like there was something tangible to this thing before I even started, I guess. I don't know. So 1,025 of that is, you know, just the business startup fees. I had to buy another, like, in good standing and some other $7 certificate for, oh, I don't know, it was a total of like $92 between the 2 certificates for Missouri. And, you know, to tell you the truth, I probably should have just started as a sole proprietorship, because that would be another $1,000 I could have invested in inventory, but whatever. Basically, I've got some booster boxes. What do I have? Yeah, the Surging Sparks booster boxes. I have a couple of ETBs. I think Twilight Masquerade and Shrouded Fates. I have I have leftover Halloween Trick or Trade booster packs, because I just I saw those at Walgreens for literally 50% off, like right after Halloween, and I didn't buy them. There's like 10 of them on the shelf. I should have bought them all, but there was one left, so I got that one when I went back looking for them. And then I've got a bunch of solid single booster packs. Let me just let me show you what I've got here. So, without messing this up too bad. Okay, so I've got Surging Sparks. I've got single booster packs. There's a few Temporal Forces. I've got some Paldea Evolved, and I've got like 16 or 17 Obsidian Flames. I've got some singles right here that I'm going to send off to PSA for grading, and I've got some 10s over there that I'm probably just going to open up for myself, because I started on this journey a couple of weeks ago, and I literally haven't opened anything for myself. I've been trying to be responsible and not open my own inventory, obviously. But you know, I found some stuff. Like I've got this Detective Pikachu from my collection that's in pretty good shape. I think it at least deserves a 9. You know, I've already looked at. I'm just like gonna attack this from all angles. I don't know if that's the best way to do it or not, but I'm gonna send off singles for grading to sell singles, anything I can get my hands on. But I think the strategy might be to go into Japanese moving into 2025. And here's why. The Pokemon space, like I said earlier, is absolutely blowing up. And it's blowing up to the point where there's just not any inventory anywhere. Nobody is going to be able to get their allocations for the new English sets. And it's going to be an absolute bloodbath of just nobody has inventory. Prices are going to be insane, like Sparking is insane right now on Prismatic. And I think there's an opportunity for Japanese cards. And sorry, my little French bulldog is down there making noises. He's like gnawing on this corn on the cob toy and just making the most. Oh, here comes my corgi. He wants to be a part of it. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. I think Japanese is absolutely a good opportunity. Yes, it's not as popular as English, obviously, but I can get it, I can source it, and I can sell it to people in the United States that might not be able to find English stuff as easy. Maybe the hype dies down for a few weeks or a month or two after Christmas is over and all the euphoria is done with, and everybody's like, hey, I just spent like way too much. I need to chill out for a couple of months, and then stores get restocked. But from what I'm seeing and from what I'm hearing, there's just not going to be any product anywhere for the next couple of weeks going into Prismatic in the first part of this year. Everybody with their distributors is just like not getting the allocations they thought they would. And for a small fry like me that's not even on the radar yet, me trying to get English Prismatic and sell it at a viable, you know, price is just not going to be possible. Anyways, yeah, that's what I think. You know, the Japanese cards are super good quality. Some people argue that they're better quality than the English version. I don't necessarily know about that yet. I haven't opened any Japanese yet, but once I hold it in my hand and I look at it compared to what I do have open in English, I'll make my own conclusion on that. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna maybe go back and look at what is still popular but not as popular and fill my inventory up with some other Japanese booster boxes and see how that goes. On the single side of things, you know, I've got some cool stuff that I picked up from a guy here locally. I've got this Charizard. It's a 9 with AGS. I don't really know about AGS's grading, but I might crack this and send it to PSA and see if they give it a 9 or a 10, just to have it in a PSA slab. But I mean, the card's in really good shape. There's one corner that, I don't know, it looks like the corner was either maybe slightly dented in or like cut off when the card was made. It's weird. Pikachu, it's a 10. I'm gonna hold on to that one, I think, for a little bit, but I think that one's going for like $70 right now. Got a Mew. Sorry, I'm holding it sideways. Got this Mew in a 9. It's a pretty card. And I've got this Venusaur EX in a 9. From 151. So anyway, I've got some singles. I want to make some grading plays on these singles I've got. I think in total I've got like 21 or like 24 cards maybe to send off for singles to get graded. There's some pretty nice cards in there. $360 on those singles. And if I, you know, between the grading fees and everything, I might break even if everything kind of goes out as I think it will, which, you know, I think there's definitely a few candidates that could probably get a 10 in there. If I get more than 2 10s, then I'm going to be in the black. But if I get a bunch of 8s and 9s, then I'm probably just going to break even on that stuff, and it'll be a learning experience on like what to send off for grading and what not to. Because, you know, I've watched a few videos on it. I bought a centering tool so I can try to at least make sure on the bare minimum that it's centered, it is free of major damage on the corners, and it's free of major scratches or dents or dings or any of that stuff. And I've kind of picked the best stuff out that I've seen might be worsening off of those. Oh, I don't know. I bought like 40 or 50 singles from people locally over the last couple of days, and I've picked out the 20 or 24 that I'm going to send off. Anyway, I'm going to do singles. I'm going to do booster packs, booster boxes, and yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack onto this video me opening this box of Terastal Festival, just opening the outer box to look at the Japanese packaging and show you, you know, up close what I've got. And if you wanted to buy a booster pack from me or a booster box from me, my website is shockwavetcg.com. And I'm going to have obviously this YouTube video up on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to start an Instagram page, TikTok, all that fun stuff. I don't really know if I should try to start Whatnot at the same time as I'm trying to sell off of my website. I'm thinking I might. The only thing is I don't have a lot of, I guess I can just give away booster packs, because that's what I keep hearing is like you got to give stuff away on Whatnot or people just aren't going to care or stick around. So I'll probably do that in some capacity and see how that goes. But yeah, I think I'm going to tack on the opening of this Terastal right now. All right, this is my little setup I've got going on, but I need to clear this off and change the camera angle so I can open up this box of Terastal. Knocking my camera over. Alright, this is the case of Terastal I just got. It's packaged pretty nicely. If I can get it out. Uh-oh. My security team has detected a disturbance. Okay. Alright. Boom, here it is. Alright, this is the first Japanese booster case I've ever opened. Looks like the sides come open like this. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, probably mostly gentlemen, but ladies too, if you're somehow watching this video. There it is. 20 boxes of sealed Terastal Festival from Japan. So I'm starting off with one case. This case was 1,400 something bucks. So I need to move this case before I can buy either more Terastal. If I sell this whole case and everybody that somehow watches this video buys one from me or doesn't buy or says you're living a dream, a pipe dream, nobody wants to buy from you, I'm probably just still going to buy and hold it. Anyways, here it is. 20 booster boxes of Terastal Festival. Prismatic Evolution, Japanese version. So yeah. Please buy one from me. Please buy one from me. And tell me in the comments if you want me to get something else. I'm not going to be able to get, you know, crazy amounts of anything when I'm just first starting off like this, but if there's something else that you guys think is a good idea for me to keep in inventory, let me know. But yeah, that's cool. I mean, I gotta tell you, I was nervous. I mean, doing an international transaction, I was a little nervous that it would never show up, that I was just somehow getting scammed, but it's real. Here it is. It's awesome. So yeah. I guess I'm gonna show my actual setup in case I do like rip and ships or box breaks or something like that. Let me set the camera back up. All right, so back set up on my little streaming Whatnot station. So yeah, anyways, that's the Terastal I just got in today, and I've got I bought 16 or 17 of these packs. One of them was Paldea Evolved for some reason, and then like the rest of the display was Obsidian Flame. So just kind of giving you guys an idea of what inventory I've got if you want to pick something up for me, or if you want to leave a comment that I should start a Whatnot show, I can make a follow-up video, telling you when I'll go live. And yeah, I've got all these packs. There's some Temporal Forces, and I've got 2 booster boxes of Surging, and then behind there I've got a Shrouded ETB and a Masquerade ETB. I do also have, what else do I have? Oh yeah, I have a Terapagos like collector's bundle thing. That thing was like $131. I don't know why I bought that. I was just I don't even know. I was just out and I was like, let me go see if I can find any Pokemon anywhere, because like I said earlier, it's just absolutely crazy the lack of inventory that you can find right now. Like the lack of cards is just wild. So anyways, guess I'll switch back to the other camera now. All right, so I'm back on the other camera. So as you can see, I've got a bunch of stuff. I was kind of waiting to get the Terastal. Now that I know I've got the Terastal, it all just feels like more of a real idea, because Terastal's so hot right now. Terastal's so hot right now. He's so in. It's so popular right now that I'm just excited that I actually got my hands on it, and I have it to offer if anybody wants it. It's a couple of days before Christmas as of the time of filming this video, so depending on how much editing I'm gonna want to do, which I hate editing, I absolutely hate it. Look at this absolute chonker right here. Chonk unit. He knows I'm talking about him. That's Captain Corgi. And my other Frenchie is Maximus Prime. I'll hold Max up to the camera so you can see Maximus Prime. This is Maximus Prime. Say hi, Max. I'm holding him like a football. This is Maximus Prime. He's a sweet angel. And now my Corgi is jealous. Don't be mean to him. The Corgi will bully my Frenchie because Frenchie is like 15 pounds right now. I don't know why he weighs 15. He should weigh 20. So might need to get that checked out. He eats like the best food. We get them like this dehydrated food that we rehydrate. It's like real bone broth, and like the protein in there is like human grade food we're giving him. So I don't know if he just shed excess pounds that he maybe shouldn't have had, but he is super small Frenchie. He's like the runt of the litter. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of everything, I guess, for now. If you made it to the end of this video somehow, thank you for watching. If you want to buy something from me, I'm going to have all my inventory updated before I post this video. It's shockwavetcg.com. I guess I'm going to be posting some videos more regularly, trying to drive people to my website and let them know that I exist, and maybe try to figure out Whatnot and see if I should do that or not. Whatnot or not. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and peace out. Goodbye.